Okay, so we will begin today's practice. You can find a comfortable seat on your mat and cross the legs. Just sit up tall. You can just soften the palms of the hands down on top of the knees. And you can just close the eyes. You can just take a deep breath in through the nose. Complete breath out through the mouth. If you're still situating yourself in that seat, just take another couple breaths in, taking your time to adjust. Complete breaths out. And one more like that, deep breath in. Complete breath out. You can bring the palms of the hands to the center of the heart. And so in today's practice, we will work with Goddess Karli. She is the Hindu god, and she's the destructor, the god that transforms darkness into light. And so we'll come into Kali Mudra by just lacing the fingers and releasing the index finger and the thumb. Good. You can bring the thumbs to the center of the chest and just, again, close down the eyes. Find that length in the spine as you drop the shoulders down away from the ears. And so we'll just begin to invite in these qualities of Kali, her strength, her fierceness, and her power. We'll invite those qualities into the practice to help us move, to be guided by these qualities. And so from that seat with the fingers, the hands at the center of the heart, you can begin to reach the arms up towards the sky. Just allow the biceps to snuggle in beside the ears, and then just draw that chest through. Draw the ribs down, the spine is long, and then just drop the shoulders down away from the ears. So press the palms of the hands together, extending through the thumb and the index finger, and just breathe. And just invite that breath to come into the belly. Invite the breath to expand into the rib. Invite that breath, that life, to transform up into the hands, up towards the sky. And take another inhale, just shift that gaze up a little. And then exhale, bring the hands behind the head. Normal interlace behind the head. Allow the elbows to come out wide. Good. And you can just begin to twist to the left. And you'll pause. You'll take a couple breaths here, drawing that left elbow back. And then you'll come back through center, twisting over to the right. Breathing, extending up long, drawing those elbows out and away. It's a neutral gaze. And then you can draw back through center. We'll begin to tuck the chin into the chest. Allow the elbows, the head to feel heavy as the chin presses firmly into the chest, and there's a little round in the upper back. And you'll just begin to sway over to the right, turning that head over the right side, keeping the chin down. And then come back through center. We'll come over to the left. We'll come back through center. We'll lift the chin, bring the head back to neutral, and then reach those hands up with the interlace, so the palms of the hands reach up to the sky. Again, find that long spine. Allow the ribs to expand, and then draw them down, navel in. And take that gaze up towards the fingers. And on an exhale, you'll draw them out towards the front of the mat, round through the upper back, tuck the tail, draw the chin in. Inhale as you draw forward, biceps back beside the ears, take that gaze up, little arc in the lower back, and then exhale round. So we're moving through these cat cows, inhaling, arcing, gazing up, Exhaling, rounding, and drawing forward. Good, we'll take one more inhale. Bring the palms back to Karli Mudra as you exhale, bring them down towards the center of the heart. You can place them out in front. You can roll over on top of the knees and come into your tabletop. Just situate the hands underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers wide and then press through the fingertips. We'll take that right leg out long, point through the toe. You can roll the ankle here. You can flex the foot. You can take it in the opposite direction. Now think about drawing navel up in towards the spine, the heart up in between the shoulder blades, and then reach that left hand forward. Good. Tuck the chin, neutral gaze down, just in front on your mat. Reach through the fingers, spread them wide. Reach that foot up high. Keep core engaged, and then just drop that right hip a little. Good. And then on your next exhalation, we'll draw elbow into the center, knee in towards that tricep. It's a little different to our traditional spinal extensions. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale to reach long. On an exhale, you'll reach that left hand around. Take the top of that right foot. If it does not quite reach the fingers back towards the back of the mat. If you've got that foot in the hand, kick up and away. Draw that knee towards the midline of the mat. Keep kicking up for 3, 2, and 1. Completing that exhale, draw that right knee, right thigh behind that left knee. So I want you just to take note here of this position, with that knee to the calf muscle, that heel towards the buttocks. It's a little bend in that elbow. So you're probably not going to feel much, but this will come in handy later on in the practice. So we can begin to extend both arm and leg out to the top and edge of the mat. And then draw elbow and knee out to the side, maybe to touch the tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Left elbow is out to a 90-degree bend. Cactus bend. Inhale. And then exhale. In and out. We hold here. Draw that knee up a little higher. Drop that left hand down. Good. And then step that right foot forward, top of the mat. Left hand in line with that left foot. Reach the right arm up and open. Okay. We'll begin to take circles with that arm. So reaching around the horizon line. Opening up into the heart as you reach back. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll pause as we reach out, back behind us. Gaze to those fingers, wiggle them for a moment, and then bring them back down behind the head. Elbow draws up towards the sky, open that heart up a little bit more. Pressing firmly through that left hand, drawing the body back towards that left heel. And then we can begin to release. Right hand down, sweep it around, heel toe that right foot in, sweep the hands up, low lunge. Bring the hands back to Karli Mudra, so index and thumb release. Draw biceps back beside the ears. You can draw it back a little if that low lunge is too much, or you can begin to drop in. Again, finding that neutral gaze out in front. The chest forward, ribs down, navel in. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down behind the head to the nape of the neck. Draw those elbows up and invite you to take a little back bend here. And they come as deep as you feel you can without pushing yourself over the edge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And then out, bring those hands down to the floor. Frame the foot, right foot steps back to your plank pose. Inhale. Good, buttocks in line with the shoulders. And then exhale, stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Let's drop the knees, the chest and the chin. We're going to come into these yogi push-ups. So on the inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower down. If they're too much, you can stay in your plank pose or just bend the elbows a little. Continue to lower. Inhale to push up, to lower, in, up. And then exhale to lower. Drop the hips down. Unravel the feet and tuck the toes. And then cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale. Hands out a little wider. Press firmly through the fingers. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Begin to shift the hands off the mat even more. In. And then out. Next one, press through the fingertips. Lift the palms of the hands. In. And out. Take one more like that. Take them off of the mat, out to the side. Inhale. And exhale. Come down. Bring the palms back underneath the shoulders, slightly back. Up onto the knees. Take a child's pose. Buttocks back towards the heels. Soften the elbows, the belly. Maybe a little wiggle side to side. And then slowly you begin to rise up. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Back to our tabletop. Take that left leg out long. Again, you can flex, point, roll the ankle. Connecting to that Ujjayi breath to help you stay present here within the practice. And then we'll extend that right arm out long. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes, draw the navel up and in, hard up in between the shoulder blades. Everything is active. And drop that left leg a little, left hip, sorry. Inhale, reach a little longer. Exhale, knee and elbow in. Knee towards that tricep, elbow towards the side body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Last one, in, reach long. Take that right hand behind you. Take the top of the foot as you exhale. If you cannot reach the foot, just reach that hand back towards you. Bend that knee. Kick into the hand. Keep that head neutral. Allow that right shoulder to draw back. Keep that weight even on the knee, on the wrist. So 3. Pick up a little higher. 2. And 1. Without releasing, just draw that knee towards that right calf muscle. Heel in towards the buttocks. Draw it in, little bend in the elbow. And again, take note of this position here. Then inhale, we can release. All right, arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, elbow and knee out to the side. Inhale. And then exhale. In, working with the obliques. Out with that strength, feeling that power. And then in, reach it long. Good, out, draw it out to the side, hold left knee out to the side, maybe a little closer, drop right hand to the floor underneath the shoulder. Step that left foot forward. Right hand in line with that left knee. So if we're coming into this revolved Parsvakonasana, drop that right hip, open through the left shoulder, and then sweep that hand down and around, following the horizon line. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Gaze to those fingers. Reach out and away from that left foot. On an exhale, you bring that left hand behind the head. Get head into that hand. Open the heart up a little bit more. Gaze up towards the sky. Press firmly through that right hand. Shoulder away. And then you can exhale, release that left hand back and down. Take that left foot back to center. Inhale for a low lunge. Take Karli Mudra. Take the opposite lace of the fingers on top. Reach them up towards the sky, biceps back beside the ears. You choose either to step it back a little with that hip or to drop in a little bit more. Draw that chest through, ribs down, navel in, and breathe. Your next exhalation, you'll draw the hands behind the head to the nape of the neck. Draw those elbows out. Take a little mini back bend here. Again, if you need to draw it back a little, you can. Lift through the sternum, the core engaged. 2. Your next exhalation, you'll bring those hands down to frame the foot. Left foot steps back to your plank pose. And hold as you exhale. So we are going to come back into those yogi push-ups. Again, that option would be to lower the knees, chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Or if you would like a little bit more, you'll come into Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Take one more in. On the out, we lower all the way to the floor. Good. Inhale. Cobra pose. Lift up a little. Exhale, lower down. Adjust the hands a little off to the side of the mat. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, off the side of the mat a little bit more. Lift the chest, drop those shoulders. Exhale. Again, off the mat, maybe on the fingertips. In, lift up. Out, drop down. One more, inhale, lift. Little higher, good. Exhale, come down. Bring the palms of the hands back underneath the shoulders. Let's tuck those toes, maybe lift the thighs from the floor. Option to keep the knees down, either push up into table or plank pose. Good. Let's shift back to downward facing dog. Good. Take your time to catch your breath, to move, to extend through the heels, lengthen through the hamstrings, to draw the chest a little closer to the thighs, the buttocks a little higher to the sky. Good morning, Angela. I thought I saw you join before. All right. Take your last couple of breaths here to find stillness and downward dog. To find that length. So the feet are hip width apart. We'll adjust that right hand just in a little. Left hand will come to the outside of that right ankle. Good. Stick the buttocks up even higher. Drop down even closer with those heels to the mat. And a little gaze towards the corner, the right corner of your mat. Left hand releases, back in line with the right. Right hand comes to that left ankle calf muscle, wherever you can reach. Draw that chest back to thighs, but it's lifted high. And gaze towards that left corner of your mat. Release right hand back out in front. You'll begin to walk the feet up to the top of the mat. And hang out in ragdoll by taking the elbows with the hands, drop the head. And bend the knees here, and you can sway a little side to side. Finding a little more length in the back body. And then you'll pause at center. You'll shift the weight into the tops of the feet. You'll begin to straighten the legs a little, keeping that chest belly close to the thighs. And then you'll just slowly release the elbows, hands sweep along the floor, and on an inhale, you sweep them up. Bring the palms together, hands to meet. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. Come back to Karli Mudra. Center in to that intention to find strength, to connect to that power, your center. On an inhale, reach the hands up, gaze up, little mini back bend. And then an exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heart, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, plant a hand step or float back, plank pose. Lower through your vinyasa, option to drop those knees, Ashtangasana if you'd like. Inhale, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. 1. Take that gaze forward, bend the knees, keep the buttocks lifted high. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift, lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, fold in over top of the legs. Inhale, sweep the hands out wide, reach up, Karli mudra the hands back to heart space. Good. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, lengthen, lift through the chest, through the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float it back through your vinyasa. Good. Flow lower down on your exhale. Inhale to lift up, Cobra Urdhva Mukha. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Complete 2 cycles of breath here. And then take that gaze forward, bend the knees. Step or float it forward on your exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to stand tall, reach up, Karli mudra the hands. Exhale, bring them back to the center of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, flow. The inhale draws us up. The exhale draws us back. 2 breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float it forward. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to stand tall, reach up, Karli mudra hands. Exhale, back to the heart space. Moving forward, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift to lengthen. And then exhale, let's fold over those legs. Our next inhale will draw us back up to Utkatasana. And then exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float it back, Vinyasa. Inhale. And exhale. Right leg will go high. Inhale, reach through the toes, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw knee in, round and step it forward. Warrior 1. Take an inhale as you rise up. Karli mudra those hands. Take that gaze up, draw that left hip forward. Ground down into that left knee. Left heel, and then into that right knee. Take another breath in as you gaze up, reach up. And then exhale, bring those hands to the floor. Right foot steps back to your plank where you can keep it lifted and flow. Inhale. Exhale. Left side, left leg goes high. Inhale. Exhale, knee in, round, step it forward. Warrior 1, as you rise up, take a deep breath in. Karli mudra those hands. Exhale, bend into that left knee, ground through that right heel. Draw navel in, right hip forward. Take another inhale as you reach up, gaze up. And then exhale, folding Vinyasa. Left leg back. Flow. Rise. And exhale. Take an inhale, gaze forward, bend those knees. Exhale, step or float it forward. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, stand tall, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, over top of the legs. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant those hands, come back, Vinyasa. Good. Take that right leg high, inhale, reach to the toes. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, hold, hold. Shoulders over top of the wrist, knee up towards the nose, and then step it forward. Take an inhale to rise up, Warrior 1. Karli mudra the hands. Good. This time, drop that right knee, left hip forward, ground into that left heel. And we'll breathe here for 5, Biceps stuck beside the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1 more breath in and out. Soften that right knee a little bit deeper, and then we'll take a little twist over to the right side, keeping your arms as they are. Left hip draws forward, right shoulder draws back. Keep that left heel down. If you need to lift the heel, you can. Soften in a little bit deeper here. And then you'll draw those hands down towards the heart space. Keep rotating to the right, and we'll hook that left elbow to the outside of that knee. Press the palms of the hands towards the center of the chest. Ground down through left heel, or lift that heel up from the out. Good, and breathe. Drop the hips down a little bit deeper. 2, and 1. Inhale, draw hands through heart space. Reach them out in front, Karli mudra those hands. Good. Breathe, drop the hips down a little bit deeper. And then plant those palms of the hands to frame the foot. Right leg goes high. Inhale, reach through the toes. 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round. And then step it forward. Warrior 1, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands down behind the back. Interlace the palms of the hands. If you can, draw the palms together. If not, that's completely okay. Let's draw the chest up, shoulders back. Navel draws in, ribs draw down, and left hip draws forward. So take an inhale as you gaze up. Exhale as you begin to fold to the inside of that right leg. Drop the crown of the head towards the floor. Right hip draws back, gaze to left heel. Hands reach up a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as we begin to lift that chest. Turn onto the toe of the left foot. Keep that right knee bent. And then exhale, left foot steps forward next to the right, lower the buttocks down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Stay here in. On your next exhale, fold over top of the legs. You can begin to straighten them. Legs up towards the sky. Chin towards the shins, crown of the head towards the floor. On your next inhale, you'll bend the knees. Sweep the hands down to brush against the floor, reach them up. And then exhale, stand tall. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. Step or float back. Flow with your breath. That left leg goes high. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round through the upper back. Shoulders to align with the wrists. Lift it up a little higher. 2, and 1. Step that left foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Karli mudra, opposite legs to the fingers. Right hip shifts forward. Left knee softens down. Shoulders, biceps draw back. Ribs draw down. Navel in. Good, and breathe. Shift that gaze up if you like. 2. Kicking in a little deeper into that left knee. On an inhale, you'll reach up. On your exhale, you'll just twist a little over to that left side. So left hip towards that right heel, left shoulder towards the heel. Good. Just shift that gaze off to the corner and breathe. Keep pressing the palms of the hands firmly together. And then you bring the palms of the hands down towards heart space. So twist. Right elbow to tap against that left thigh or knee. Bring the palms of the hands towards the center of the heart. Gaze over that left shoulder, option to lift that heel if you need. Soften left hip a little bit deeper. And one more full breath in. Complete breath out as you begin to unravel. Reach those arms forward. Belly lifts up off of that thigh. Good. And then we'll bring those hands down to frame the foot. Left foot sweeps back, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee in, round, and then step it forward. Warrior one, rise up. Karli mudra. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. Opposite thumb on top. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest, navel in, right hip draws forward. On your next inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, fold in. Left shoulder towards left knee, left hip towards right heel. Gaze to the right heel, and then bend a little bit deeper. And breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up. Turn onto that right big toe mound. And then exhale, right foot steps forward, Supta buttocks down low, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders draw back, hands down the back. Exhale, fold over top of the legs. Good, stay here for a couple breaths. Allowing that heat, that sensation in the left leg to dissolve. And then on an inhale, you lift the chest up, drop the buttocks down low, take the hands along the floor and reach them up. Exhale to stand tall. Take a couple breaths here. To recenter, to reaffirm your strength, your power. And then inhale, sit the hands down along the floor, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, Vinyasa. Take the right leg high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round and hold. Shoulders over top of wrist, knee up towards the third eye. Lift that heel up, squeeze it up and in. And then drop that right foot top of the mat. Whew. Left heel down, warrior one, reach up. Karli mudra those hands. Good, now we'll twist over to the right again. So just right shoulder towards right, left heel. Bend deep into that right knee. And then we'll draw those hands down towards the heart space. We'll open up the palms of the hands. Turn onto that back heel. Lifting the heel. Gaze towards that right thumb. Draw that right shoulder back a little. Sink a little deeper into that right leg. And then we'll take a twist here. If it's too much, you can take the hand on the inside, or we take that hand to the outside. Look the elbow, tricep to the outside. Good. Reach up, gaze up to that thumb. Take another inhale. As you exhale, sweep right hand down. Both hands come forward, reach forward, Karli mudra. And then come up to warrior two. As you exhale, sucking into that right knee. Good. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. 3 more like that. Inhale. Deep bend in that right knee. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Cartwheel those hands down. Right leg goes high. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee in, round, and then step it forward. Good. Right. Reach up with those hands. Warrior one. Tucking into that right knee. Good. And then release those hands down behind the back. Interlace. Reach the chest up. Shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Humble warrior. Fold in. 2 and 1. Inhale, lift up to a halfway, turn onto that back. toe. Lift and lengthen through the chest here. Good. And then left foot steps next to the right. Exhale as you drop the buttocks down low. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Draw those hands back behind you. Good. And then release. Right hand down to the floor. Left hand sweeps out towards the sky. And then we reach that right leg out back behind us. Good. So we can begin to open up into this revolved half moon. You can flex through that heel. Reach through those fingers. Use a block if you need. And then I invite you to take hold of the top of that foot, right foot. So draw that heel into the buttocks. If you cannot reach, keep reaching that left hand back. Good. And then you can begin to kick into that hand, lifting that knee up and away off of the mat. 2, 1. You can begin to drop that right knee in behind that left calf muscle. Good. From here, find that drishti, that focus, and sweep right hand up. Your heel up in behind the buttocks. Right hand reaches down and around. Take both hands to grip the top of the foot. You either choose to stay here in this quad stretch, or you can begin to draw shoulders back, kick into the foot here. Firm down through the left foot. 2 and 1. Draw back through center. Drop that right foot next to the left. Bring the palms of the hands to cup face. And gently just shift that weight side to side. Utkatasana on an inhale. Keep the hands down and up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. Left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round. Hold. Shoulders over to the wrist. Knee to nose. Tuck that chin, heel up. And then step it forward. Warrior 1, rise up. Karli mudra the hands. Right hip forward. Good, and then we begin to twist over to the left side. So right hip towards the left. Left hip towards the right heel. Take that gaze up. And then bring those hands down towards the center of the heart. Good. We'll begin to twist open with the hands. Turn onto that right big toe, lifting the heel. Gaze back to left thumb. Align the torso to the center of the mat and drop into that left knee. Breathe. So again, you'll either drop that right hand to the inside or to the outside, lifting left hand up. Breathe. The next exhalation, transition warrior 2. Rise up, adjust that back heel, left heel, soften. On an inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel those arms down. Left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee in, round, and then step it forward. And then warrior 1, rise up, Karli mudra. Exhale, interlace hands, right thumb or opposite thumb on top. Squeeze the palms together. Draw the shoulders back in. And out, humble warrior, folding in. Left into the left knee. Draw that left hip back. And then you can begin to rise, lifting the chest, turn onto that right big toe. And then exhale, you step it forward, buttocks goes low. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Left leg goes long. Right arm reaches up here. Good. So we can begin to open into our revolved moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Again, keep that heel in line with the hip. Find a little more length so the spine is long. Reach up through right hand. Option again to take that foot, top of the foot, bend the knee. And then begin to kick into that hand. Lifting that knee up and away. Shoulder draws back, so open through the heart. 2, 3, 4, and on your exhale, you'll drop that knee towards that right calf muscle. Draw that heel in, take that gaze down, center that focus. Left hand reaches up and around. Take both hands to the top of the foot, take the heel in towards the buttocks. Draw the shoulders back. Good. And then from here, you can either stay or you can begin to kick into the hand. Slight bend in that right knee. Chest goes forward, shoulders draw back. Leg kicks back. One more breath in. And out. Release that foot down. Bring the hands back to the center of the heart and shift that weight side to side into the feet. We'll move into Dansa or Natarajasana. So take the feet to hip width apart. Extend that right arm up towards the sky. You can take and Jana Mudra for this. So the index finger, the thumb together, reach it up the side of the ear. Left hand can take hold of the outside edge of that left foot. If you're a little more advanced, maybe you take it to the inside. Draw both knees together. And again, choose to stay here if you like for this delicious quad stretch. Or you can begin to shift forward. Picking into the hand. Breathing, expanding, strong foundation through that right foot. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to rise up, lift up, drop that left foot down, hands back to the heart space. Again, you can shift weight side to side between the feet. And then we'll prepare to lift that left hand up. Again, Jana Mudra, index finger and thumb together, bicep back beside the ear. Hand sweeps down to take the outside of the foot or the inside. Wherever you're at, draw both knees together. Spine is long. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you kick into the hand with the foot. Good. See where you can keep that knee towards center. Finding a little more length with the breath, with the body. Two. And the inhale will draw you back up through center. The exhale, we drop that right foot, hands to heart. Keep the hands up, inhale, little mini back bend. And then exhale, folding in. Inhale, lift to lengthen halfway. And then exhale, take the hands down and just shift that right foot back. Come back to the long edge of the mat. So both feet are parallel to the short edges. Good. Bring the hands to the hips. Press through the big toes, slight bend in the knees. And inhale, rise up through center. Good, reach the arms up. Bring them together. And then exhale, bring them down, interlace behind the back. Left thumb on top of right. Draw the shoulders back, lift through the chest, gaze up. On an exhale, you begin to fold forward over top of the legs. Bring the hands out towards the sky, towards me. And tuck that chin in, the crown towards the floor. For 3, 2, and 1. Press through the big toes again, a little bend in the knees. Lift the chest to a halfway lift. Good. Release the bind with the hands reaching back. And then you can begin to fold again. Take the hands to the outer shins, ankles, or edges of the feet, and draw the head a little closer towards the floor. Maybe you have that bend in the elbows. If the head touches the floor, narrow the stance, and if it doesn't, maybe widen the stance here. And then you begin to lift the chest. You walk the hands over towards the top of the foot, top of the mat. And we'll begin to bend that left knee down onto the floor. You can move that right foot out a little, and then we'll sweep those hands up. So we're going to come in to what is going to be quite an intense stretch, especially if you have sensitive knees. So if you need to double the mat here, I invite you to do so. We'll reach the hands up, and then we'll bring them down. Option 1 is to choose that interlace, and you will take right thumb over top of left, so the opposite way to what we just did. You'll either reach back here and work on that back bend, or maybe you can take the top of the foot, and you can draw that heel towards the buttocks. If you would like, you can wiggle that right foot forward, and then drop that left hip down. Good. Think about lifting the gaze. Two. And then 1. Gently shift the hips back, release the top of the foot if you have it. Good. And then you'll fold over this right leg. Just a little counter. Draw the toes up towards the sky. Find a little length through the spine as you draw that chin out towards the toes. And then slowly we begin to shift back. So we'll drop that right buttocks down. Maybe unfold the mat. The left knee is bent, heel towards the buttocks. Again, if this is too much, you can take it out to the side here. I like how I give you options to seated but not for standing. Good, we'll draw those hands back behind us. If you would like a little bit more here to open through the hip flexor, feel free to step into that right foot. Maybe you lower the elbows to the floor. Or you can just stay here, closing the eyes. Presence with the breath. And then just slowly you begin to come out of the pose, pressing up onto the hands. And take that right foot. You either place it to the inside of that left knee, left inner thigh, or you take that foot on top of the hip flexor. So be a little bit more advanced. So just choosing your option. From here, we'll take the left hand to the knee, to the right knee. So wherever you're at, you take that hand to the knee, and then you'll twist back over that right shoulder. If you would like a little bit more, maybe you loop that hand around to take the big toe, and then twist back here. Breathing in to find more length. One more breath. And then you can begin to release. You bring that foot out in front. You bring the hands back. Step back, float back, Vinyasa. You bring that left foot forward between the hands. Drop that right knee. The other side. So again, double the mat if you need for the knee. Begin to come up to center. You can sweep the hands up. Bring them down behind the back, opposite lace fingers. Either extend out here working on that back bend, or maybe you reach for the top of the foot. You can kick back into that hand, drop the hip, and then draw that heel in. Be very careful with the knee. You're shifting that gaze up, lifting the sternum. And then gently, on the exhale, we begin to release. Bring the hands down to the floor. Unfold the mat if you've had it folded, and shift those hips back to fold over this left leg. So just feel the hips in line with one another, and lengthen the spine. And just bowing in and over the left leg. And then slowly begin to come up. You shift the hips back so that left hip comes onto the floor. The right knee is bent. We'll begin to bring those hands back. Bringing your awareness to this right hip flexor. You can either pause here, option to take the sole of the foot to the floor. Maybe come down onto the elbows. Maybe onto the back. Just breathing intentionally. And last few breaths to soften, to release. And then slowly you'll just begin to come up and out of the pose. You will take this left foot to the inside of the right. Or again, if you would like a little challenge, you'll take that heel to the hip flexor and just tuck it in. Everyone will take that right hand to the left knee and gaze over the left shoulder. Again, if you would like a little challenge, maybe take that left hand to the big toe and then gaze back. And a little more length in the spine as you breathe in. More depth in that twist as you breathe out. One more breath here. And then slowly begin to release back through center. And extend both legs out to the top of the mat. You can shake those legs out. We've got a few minutes before we finish the practice today. If you would like to come into an inversion, feel free to do so. Maybe that's headstand, shoulder stand, bridge, wheel. Or if you would like, let's come into Anahatasana to finish. So either choosing the inversion or following me. We'll move in over onto the knees, the hands reach out towards the top of the mat. Keep the buttocks in line with the knees, and then you can drop the elbows. Just wiggle the hands together back to that Karli mudra. And then as you soften the chest to the floor, the third eye, maybe you can from here draw those hands back to the nape of the neck. And if you are there with me in Anahatasana, push firmly down through those elbows to open the triceps. And then you can slowly begin to release. And you'll make your way over onto your back. So if you are in that inversion, feel free to stay as long as you like. We will come down into a twist, so rolling down. And then you can just extend that left leg. Right knee comes over to the left, gaze over to the right arm. Draw that knee back through center, left knee rejoins the right, and then right leg extends. Left leg over to the right, gaze over to the left. And you can begin to return through center. And give yourself a big squeeze. Wrap yourself up into that ball. Relax the head and then just rock a little side to side. And then release the legs. Shavasana. If you have a block, a pillow, a cushion, maybe you'd like to support the lower back by placing that underneath the legs. Or you can just bring the legs out to the width of the mat. Right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart. Soften the shoulders, the elbows. The chin draws in. Relax the jaw, the brow, the tongue. And just finish the practice with long deep breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain that breath at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Complete exhale out. And then in this time of Shavasana, I invite you to center your attention and awareness on that out-breath. Invite the out-breath to bring you a little deeper into relaxation, into that connection you have with the earth beneath you, into presence within.
can just slowly begin to bring the hands back to the center of the chest into Kali Mudra. And letting Goddess Kali empower and guide you throughout the practice of life today off of the mat. Let her transform any heaviness, any darkness into light, into love. And you can slowly begin to reach those arms up overhead, lengthen long. Take a deep breath in, filling up the belly, the lungs. Allow that breath to travel up into the top of the chest. And a complete exhale out through the mouth. And draw those knees in again, give yourself a big squeeze. And then gently just make your way over to the right side of your mat. And you'll use that left hand to help you come up, to find comfort in the seat. Bring the palms of the hands together. We'll see with today's practice. I've unmute you all so that we can chant that Om, that vibration of peace together. So we'll take an inhale to begin. Bow the head in towards the heart. And then bowing down towards the earth. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.